Premier League, who have charged Manchester City with over 100 breaches of its financial fair play rules.
If they are found guilty of the charges that they will face, that they are facing, Manchester City will face at least relegation.
So welcome back to our relegation FC24 career. Manchester City relegated to League 2, but in the last episode, what did we do? We went and achieved promotion to League 1, working our way up. Now we want back-to-back promotions all the way back to the Premier League, if that is possible. That is the aim with Pep Guardiola in charge, and that is what we're going to continue to do. So new beginnings, and on to League 1. A new season, a new start, a new challenge and a new league. But Manchester City have one thing in their mind, and that is promotion to the Championship. So first thing we did was renew a lot of contracts, the players that had 12 months left, and of course all these players wanted big increases on their actual deals, because they said, listen, we're not a League 2 side anymore, we're a League 1 side, so I want my wages doubling, and they'll continue to want that, won't they? Luckily, financial difficulties are never going to be an issue with Manchester City, and so we renewed all the contracts with absolutely no problem. Big deals increase for everyone, unhappy with contracts who wanted more money, lots more money thrown about. Some players actually doubled their money easily. So from there, we were looking at players to buy. And once again, Egan Riley, one of the top of my list players we couldn't go for. We've got a couple of older players, Minucci, Otamendi. A big transfer list once again. In exactly the same situation. Some players from sister clubs, players that have played for us before, players that have been very impressive in the Championship or League 1. And there's lots of options. I mean, Shea Charles there, Keaton Parks, Antuna, a free transfer. Palaversa stands out to me, actually. Ledesma, Poku, Ajaria, Ilic. Poku looks a really good player, but too important from the club, they say. Karamel Dembele. Players that have been linked with Manchester City in the past as well. A nice big one. Quadro Bar as well there, who's once nearly moved to Manchester City. So first moves were loans out. And Salford City signed Tom Galvez on a 12-month loan. Kane Taylor joined sister club New York City on a 12-month loan. And this how the squad is looking. You can see there's definitely areas of the squad we want to improve. And I mean, nearly everyone is in the plus 70s. I mean, centre-back wise, that is somewhere we need to improve. I mean, midfield and forward line is all in the plus 70s. The goalkeeper nearly in the plus 70s. But then you think, right, the centre-back area needs to improve. We need to plus 70 rated players. You can see so many players they've got here as well. Young players developing that need to go out and continue to go on loan, because we have one thing in our mind. We don't have time to develop players. We only have time to get promoted back and up the league table. So that is the idea. Need to make move for players. So one of those is Ante Palaversa. I think a backup midfielder, 70 rated, to come in at 24 years of age, the Croatian. He knows the Manchester City style. He was once described as the Croatian Sergio Busquets. As the game started to go a bit slow there, didn't seem to want to load Ante Palaversa, and I thought for a minute there, wouldn't make the move. £2 million, why say, listen Manchester City, you own us pretty much, don't you? Make a move for him. That is totally fine. We'll delegate the contract with Ante Palaversa. 6,000 per week going to perhaps a 9,500. We don't want to miss out on players, so we'll offer them good money always. That is the intention. Again, I'm still looking at Egan Riley. I'd love to bring him in. I think he's just perfect for that right centre-back, right-back role. So we'll look to try and make a move for him if possible in the future. Now, a player Manchester City have been linked with in the past, as the screen is continually black again, is Ndiaye. Ndiaye out of Twat. Manchester City signing from Lyon, and he was actually named by Pep Guardiola as a player that they liked, apparently. Guardiola and the scouts being really impressed by him. They brought him in from Lyon and loaned him to Twat. We've agreed a £2.5 million move deal for him, to bring him in from Twat and to bring him to Manchester City. Left footer, 69 rated, so he'll be 70 before the end of the season for certain. And when we're looking to improve the centre-back areas, Ndiaye will be a good option. So there is Palaversa, agreed the deal, £2 million actually, just £2 million to move from Twat to Manchester City. And Ndiaye comes in from Twat as well for £2.5 million, so £4.5 million spent with the French side to bring those players in. Now, Ndiaye will be as a ball-playing defender. We want everyone as a ball-playing defender as we try and develop these players. Lots of players we're looking to improve. Talbot trying to move to centre-back. I mean, look at the development of some of these players. Claudio Gomez, he looks really good. He's developed really well. Tommy Doyle as a holding midfielder. Rico Lewis is now 79 rated. Was a right back. We changed him there. We're trying to get Wilson Esbrand to a left winger, really play him as an attacking fullback. Phil Foden, we're going to get him as an attacking midfielder, improve his passing. Defensive midfielder for Robertson. I mean, McAtee's 75 rated now. Breckin's developing as well. Slowly but surely. Nico O'Reilly a bit slower. But he's development. We can see the development of the side here, Stevanovic, and such a young team as well. I mean, most players are under 23, and the only players we brought in are more experienced. I mean, Oscar Bob 72 rated. I'm very impressed by what we've done and what we are doing. Just showing you the development of these players. I mean, the lap 75 rated now is really working well. We want a new goalkeeper to sort of push Grimshaw with, of course, our man Carson not getting any younger. So he delegated a deal. Chica Begerstein agreed a £1.6 million deal with Moha Ramos. So he's going to come in just under £2,500 per week as a new goalkeeper, the Spaniard. A young keeper from Tenerife developing, £1.6 million. He will come in and play well for us, I'm sure. And we were looking at our striker as well. Alan Godoy there was an option, but he'd left to join a team on loan. Max Caputo, but not quite the level we want. Nemeth stands out to me, the Hungarian, as a real top young player for the future as well of world football, Nemeth. But in the end, I decided that a former City player who plays for our youth system was Therese Campbell, playing at Stoke City. And I thought, well, Therese Campbell at 72 rated, he can come in and back up Liam Delap at 75 rated. That seems like a decent enough deal. So I went in for Therese Campbell. I offered 2.6 million his value. They wanted 2.8, but I thought they will accept a little bit less, but there's no point. We're not scrimping for money here. We're not trying to make too difficult of a deal. So Therese Campbell, delegated a move for him. And Campbell agreed that deal. So a new striker as well. Stoke City man, he's been very good in the Championship for Stoke. He drops down a league to play for Manchester City's former team. I'm sure he played in City's youth system. And we bring in Therese Campbell. And the squad now is looking a bit more, filled out a little bit. A bit more players in the right places. Ramos can be the second choice keeper, despite we won't have a keeper on the bench, and Therese Campbell can be the backup striker on the bench with Slobodan Tadic, only 69 rated. But that squad's looking a lot better. It's looking a little bit bigger as well, and it's looking a lot stronger. And it's definitely looking like a level. I mean, certainly should be a level for League One, isn't it? I mean, we've got an 80 rated Rico Lewis in there, and transfer deadline day was very quiet for us again because we'd made the signs we need to make, and we went into the season ready for a promotion if we could do. So the days and the months passed by, and the fixtures, as we got to January, where Finley Burns said, listen, I want out, and he left to Norwich on a 2-year loan. But you see, Rico Lewis is going to 82 rated now, Gomez 77, just messing around the squad with a little bit, 90 rated Phil Foden, McAtee and Dall's been on the left hand side there, but Esbrand's usually the man who starts there. Reams decreased, so Esbrand will go into the bench and go in for Joel and Dow on the left hand side. Dial 76 rated. We really have developed. And at the halfway point of the season, however, we weren't top of the table this time. The halfway point we sat in 4th place, 2 points off Huddersfield at the top of the table. So not having the most exciting of seasons, Manchester City. Defensively, not the best defensive record, not the best attacking record either. But we're getting there. Comes the end of the season, we'll have to see. So the season went on. Some players were unhappy with their game time. Pep Guardiola didn't play them. And this is how it went. So, again, look at the development of the players there. Tadic now 70 rated. We've got Katongo there. Elaine developing. Rico Lewis 84 rated. Foden a 90 rating. And we went into the final game of the season against Fleetwood Town at 0-0. And we jumped him at 68 minutes saying, you know what? We can make a difference here. We can go and win this one on the final game of the season. Rico Lewis played a lovely ball over the top towards Oscar Bob. Players that are way too high level to be playing League One football. Oscar Bob with nice feet. Here's the Norwegian into Rico Lewis. Onto Claudio. Gomez from the midfield, wearing the number 25 in homage to a player he learnt his trade from at Manchester City in Fernandinho. And Rico Lewis finds Claudio Gomez dispatched into the bottom corner, attacking from the holding midfielder. And Manchester City take the lead here over Fleetwood Town. City 1, Fleetwood Town 0. And that was a back-to-back promotion to Manchester City, lifting the league title once again. Pep Guardiola's side have done it again. And we're going to the Championship. And going to the Championship means we are one step away from being back in the Premier League. That shows how good Manchester City have been throughout the years of Pep Guardiola. Despite the massive setbacks, this Manchester City side have said, listen, we're going to fight till the end. We'll keep going. We want to be back in that Premier League. And we're now one step away. Now, the Championship's a very, very tough league. We know that. It's not going to be easy. But this Manchester City side have blitzed League One. And we've pretty much blitzed League Two as well, as we step up to the podium for Phil Foden to go for his 3rd trophy lift in as many years. Of course, he won the Jonathan Pate Trophy, or whatever you want to call it, last season. Of course, I wasn't bothered about that, purely on the promotion up the leagues. And there is Phil Foden, Manchester City's captain, in League 2 and now to League 1, where we launch ourselves to the Championship. Manchester City are League 1 winners. Championship, here we come. So City side performing amazingly this season. There is the trophy parade with Pep Guardiola as the fans line the streets of Manchester to celebrate as champions once again with their manager, who continues to impress, and he's not running out of energy. Pep Guardiola, he is going to take Manchester City as high as he possibly can once again and get them back to their best. You can see there we won the league table with not with 100 points this time, but with 99, 29 wins, 12 draws and 5 losses, 86 goals scored, 43 conceded, a goal difference of plus 43 goals. And performance-wise, Callum Doyle, Lewis, McAtee, Gomez, our top used players there this season. Played a lot of games for us. And Phil Foden was topping the goals with 19, McAtee got 17, the Lap with 12, Bob got 10, Therese Campbell got 10 as well. And assist-wise, McAtee top with 10 as well. He's had a great season developing. Gomez and Phil Foden good in assists as well. Doyle nearly 80 rated. I mean, the development side is absolutely fantastic. The Lap as well, Rico Lewis. Stevanovic not far off. Doyle in there. Esbrand 73 rated. I'm really happy with the squad and how we have developed. It's been fantastic. Even the players out on loan. And looking at that starting 11, you think, wow, we've got a really, really strong side there, haven't we now? A really strong side, really well-rounded. Everyone in the 70s nearly, other than Talbot. Where can we go with this team? How much better can this side get? Well, it will do. As for the Premier League, it was Liverpool this year that won it. But like I said to Arsenal in the last one, Liverpool, look out. We're coming for you. Thank you for watching. It's Championship action up next in episode 3. We'll see you next time.